All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Going live in 3, 2, 1. No slurs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio. I am your host, Angel Bernard. What's going on? How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Coming to you live from an undisclosed location late at night. It is currently 10:35. Well, thanks camera. It's currently 10:35 at night. Recording this a little behind schedule, running a little late. For that, I apologize. The jet coming back from Tokyo, it was delayed. And you know, those things are kind of out of my control. I tried to, tell the pilot, hey, buddy, let's hurry this up. I tried to light a fire under his ass. He didn't speak, any English. God bless his soul. Only spoke Japanese. But I was, kind of like giving the, the signals, the emotions that everybody around the world kind of understands, right? Like, hurry up, podcast. We have a podcast to record. Racism. Say it with me. Racism. We have to spew that into a microphone. Time is of the essence, Mr. Ling, Mr. Yang. So yeah, that is why we are a little behind schedule. We were caught up in Japan air traffic control. Couple of politicians didn't want me to leave the beautiful country of Japan. They wanted me to stay. They were trying to push a deal. I said, no, thank you. No, thank you. Arigato ma. God bless. And I'll see you in the new year. That's Chinese. My fault. So yeah, recording this a little late at night. Feeling a little out of whack. Not used to recording this late. I usually like to record around 2 p.m. Right? Get the caffeine going. So obviously had to bust out the giant mug of coffee. Had to wolf that down. Almost done with it. I really just had to get my mind right. You see, that's the thing about comedy and just doing stand-up in general, is that you have to, it's an art process. So you have to wake yourself up and, you have to get your mind right. Sometimes I like to just I'll just get a sketchbook or a notebook out, and I'll just write 15 minutes without thinking. Just kind of get it all out there, and through that, I think some of the best bits are born. Because as you know, bits are kind of all we have. Well, with the woke mind virus kind of running amok, taking over the country, all we have really is that notepad. All we have is our sense of humor to fight against the woke mob. So yeah, that's why I'm going to be feeling a little bit, if I'm a little off, not as angry, it's because it's late at night. It's currently 10:38 p.m. I'm not used to staying up this late. I like to, actually that's not a lot. I've been going through insomnia hell, as you guys have know, but it's gotten better. The past few days they have gotten better. Thank God. But usually, on an ideal schedule, when I'm not fighting anxieties and demons at 2:00 in the morning, I like to go to bed 10 p.m. Start watching the baseball highlights. Throw on my I call it my Adam Sandler clothes. Throw those on, a big shirt, as you guys can see right now. Maybe some sweats. I like to just start unwinding. But I couldn't do that now. Now I gotta be up and tell jokes and edit and all that stuff. But it's all good. It's all good, right? Who am I to bitch? Who am I to be out here bitching? This is time that I get to spend with the homies, and I think that that's kind of the frame of mind I got to go into this, because I got to be honest, true transparency, which I think it's very important for communication to tell someone, hey, I don't want to be here right now. If you're friends with someone if you're close friends with someone, you can be able to tell them, hey, I kind of want to leave. No offense to you. Have you ever been at a friend's house and you're kind of like, all right, I'm over this. I want to go home and I don't know, watch Goodfellas for the 100th time alone in my room. Have you guys done that? And you tell your friend, hey, I want to leave because I want to go home and watch Goodfellas. If they're a true friend, they will not judge you. They will not judge you. They will understand that your social battery is dead, and they will not hold it against you. And that's kind of how I see the fellas right here that we hang out with every week. So whenever I say I do not want to be here right now, as a good friend, you should say, hey, you know what, Angel? I get it. You work hard. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I'm glad that you all are tuning in. Truly glad. For the longest time, I was broadcasting to 3 people. For the longest time, I was broadcasting to 3 people. And I'm not saying, I've become John Lennon or someone of that figure, but knowing that a solid amount of people are listening, it is very, very cool. Because for the longest time, I had, 3 people listening who were my friends, my day one homies, who I don't know if I should mention on the pod. They have careers and shit like that. So I don't know if they want me to say their name, but they know who they are. They listen to every episode, every word I say. I'm not going to say their names, but I will give their address. It's going to be 143. Quick shameless plug. Do me a favor, people. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HeyAngelBernard. Follow the show. Subscribe to the channel. Comment. Like, review, tell your friends, tell your racist uncle, tell everybody, tell your boss at work. Tell your boss at work, say, hey, boss man, I got a good podcast you should listen to. And throw them the link to the Spotify. Do that. And that's the promo. That's it. That promo is done just in time for me to I am sweating like a preacher. Let's take a little coffee. I gotta be honest, man. This week, it's Monday, Tuesday. I wanted to get off on the right foot. This week. Hit the ground running. Maybe get a morning gym session in. I literally planned out my weekly schedule in like an Excel sheet, thinking that was the answer, thinking that would solve all of my problems. I said, oh, you know what? I got a spreadsheet that I can follow. 8 a.m., start working. 12 p.m., you take a quick hour lunch. 1 p.m., you got to do a couple meetings, and you got a build session after. 7 p.m., maybe you schedule some time to unwind. I had a whole schedule just set in place. Beautiful. Maybe I should pull it up. I don't know. I'm not doing that. It's a little, I don't want you guys to know where to find me during the week when one of you maniacs just pops up when I'm, I don't know, just out and about getting a boba or something. I had all of that planned out. And yeah, I lasted maybe like 2 days, 1 day, and it just kind of fell off the rails. And it's tough, man. I'm trying to get into that routine. I'm realizing that I am someone who does best with routines, right? I feel like I am at my best mentally, emotionally, physically. Not right now, obviously. Feel like I'm at my best. Just that energy, that momentum, that aura. You guys what I'm talking about. Whenever you've been eating healthy, going to the gym, sleeping right for you're maybe like at day 12 of a good hot streak like that. You're feeling good. You got maybe a little glow to you. You're lying to yourself. You're saying you're looking better as oh my God, I think I'm starting to get abs. It's been a couple weeks where I've been, you start hitting that point, that cycle of routine. That is when obviously whenever I'm best, whenever I feel most people are best, and I got to get back to that, man. And I was hoping that Excel sheet would be the starting point. Maybe it is, but I was hoping it would be. And so far it has proven to be a bust. But we just gotta keep pushing forward, keep trying. Yeah, man, I was just so desperate for answers. I turned to fucking Chat GPT. That's how you know it's just the end of humanity. When you're turning to AI for answers on how to just be a human. Chat GPT, how to be human. How to follow schedule. Chat GPT. Yeah, basically it just said to I guess if you miss a day or a few hours, get thrown off if you're a super OCD person and plan your day by the hours like I do. If that happens, the plan is to ignore the speed bump and just get right back on schedule. That's what it told me. Hey, maybe that'll apply to you too, right? For you people listening. If you hit a speed bump with the schedule, just get back to it. Don't overthink it. Just get back to it. And that's something I guess I got to do. Because I do miss that feeling, man. That feeling of like where you're just bettering yourself, right? Where you're just kind of, things are rolling. Things feel good. So yeah, that is, I guess I'm saying I'm going to get on a good schedule as I record and drink half a pot of coffee at 11 o'clock at night. But what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? I got a couple of things planned for us. Not sure how we should approach this. I'm not going to lie. Like I've said, I'm feeling drowsy a little bit. I may just start confessing to murder. I may just take everything, all the tabs I have open, all the videos I wanted to show you guys. I may just scrap it all and start just confessing to crimes. Just start confessing to murders from 30 years ago. How I was drunk driving through the roads, the windy roads of a mountain near a river, and I accidentally hit someone and threw him over the ledge. I may just start doing that here, but I'll just do this real quick because this was something I wanted to show you guys, because obviously this, I'm not one to get starstruck very often. Whenever the collabs, the celebrity collabs happen, I'm not one to be affected that much. But I saw this and I was just, this is just true art. Here we go. Check it out. Jelly Roll puts Pat McAfee through the table at WrestleMania.
Jelly Roll is here. might also
McAfee's in trouble. Jelly roll on the Spanish announce table. Jelly roll, an elbow, driving Pat McAfee halfway to hell.
So that is entertainment. That is WrestleMania. That is peak WrestleMania. You can get rid of all the great WrestleManias of the past. I'm not too familiar with them to reference at the top of my head, but I do know that this is this blows that all of those out of the water. Triple H, The Rock, the Undertaker. Tell all of those guys they can go and they can kick rocks. Tell them to fuck off, because Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee are here. What is happening to everything? Can someone tell me? Because I don't know. I truly don't know. What do you call this? Where celebrity culture infiltrates.
Jelly roll is here.
Every single facet of society. When influencer and celebrities just ingrain themselves into every single detail, every ad, every commercial, like things that aren't even supposed to be ads become ads, like WrestleMania. They're just like, hey, you know what? What if we just took WrestleMania and what if we just made it an ad? What do you guys think about that? What if we just took all of WrestleMania and we used it as a marketing launch pad for Jelly Roll's next album? What if we did that? Because that's all these things have become. The UFC, exactly the same. I was never a fan of the UFC. I can understand and appreciate, how they essentially kill each other in a cage, and the talent and the flexibility and the mental toughness. I can appreciate all of that aspect, but I never really understood it. But I guess my point is that the celebrity culture infiltrating the WWE, the UFC, the NFL, really any sports organization, its celebrities have infiltrated, and it is driving me up a wall. It is driving me up a wall because, see, old heads like myself, unks, I'm an unk, we remember when it was kind of really frowned upon for celebrities to be in commercials. It was bad for their career for a celebrity to be in a commercial. It was seen as like, all right, you're in a commercial because you cannot get work. Again, I'm old. I'm an old head. I understand it's no longer like this. Right? Pat McAfee, he's slinging Adderall and pocket pussies on his show. Dave Portnoy is shilling gambling ads every 30 seconds. I am aware that it is no longer like this. But there was a time when celebrities or actors, when being in a commercial was frowned upon. And somewhere along the way, that got lost and it flipped on itself. Where it was like, actually, if you're not in every single commercial, you're not successful. If you're not Kevin Hart selling Chase bank accounts, slinging Nike shoes, if you're not one of the Kelseys slinging Pfizer, if you're not doing this, you are not succeeding. Somewhere along the line, it became that. And then after that, it became, all right, now we got to get you at every event. Now we got to get you in front of every single camera. And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Ryan Reynolds with his scam phone company, that ghoul. It's becoming a real problem. And I don't know. What do you do? What do you do truly? Because whenever you speak to someone or just the masses about the poison that is celebrity culture, you are immediately called a hater. Someone with a brain tumor, someone with an indent in their head from their gamer headphones, someone who has an indent in their head because they've been on Discord and Xbox Live for the past 15 straight years. Those people are calling you a hater. They are calling you a retard. We are going to move on. Here we go. Padres are sold to a private equity company, the same one who owns the Chelsea Football Club. That private equity company has now bought the San Diego Padres for a record $3.9 billion. 3.9. That makes them the most valuable baseball team. No way, more than the Dodgers? No, not more than the Dodgers, but up there. Definitely up there. As you can see, Dodgers here, $5.24 billion. Right? Am I tripping? I want to be very careful about this because I don't want, Dodger fans DMing me saying that I'm wrong. This guy fucking said the Padres are worth more than the Dodgers. All right. We'll just say Padres are a top tier MLB team in terms of value in the billions, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But this firm right here, Jose Feliciano, co-owner of the Chelsea Football Club, and his wife, Kwanzaa Jones, have bought the San Diego Padres for $3.9 billion. Now, I have my thoughts on this. I'm very, very, very nervous about this sell. I'm nervous about what this means for Padre fans. And I'm nervous for what this means just in terms of overall franchise brand, I guess. I mean, that sounds very, stupid to say, but hear me out. All right. I'll explain. Let me pull up another. I got receipts and talking points, right? Because I was listening to The Fan, 97.3 The Fan, the Padres radio show. I was listening to them the other day. Shout out to them, by the way. Great work. Great fans. Great show. The events they put on, phenomenal job to the people over at The Fan. I love the show. Keep doing it. Okay? Keep doing it. Keep pushing, obviously. I truly love you guys. I'm a huge fan. But I heard them talking about how this really isn't that bad of a thing. Right? These owners, they have a history of spending big. Obviously, you guys are aware of what the Chelsea Football Club has has become in terms of brand recognition on a global scale. You guys are aware of all, of really just the expansion, how mainstream they are. As someone who's not really into soccer like myself, even I know Chelsea. So, as you can see, they're comfortable spending the cash to hit that growth. Now, what does growth look like? It determines, right? Does growth mean fans, like just overall fans, kind of how like the Dodgers are targeting the Japanese demographic, that type of growth? Are we talking about growth in terms of salary and payroll, where you're looking to drop 200 mil on a very big franchise player? Or are we talking about worst case scenario growth, where you're going to go full, profit first, where the prices are going to increase? Now, do I think that last one is going to happen? Yes, but not dramatically. Not dramatically. But with that being said, I want to bring up the 97.3 The Fan, because they were talking about great show, great insights. Let me pull this up. Here we go. And I just wanted to really, because they were really speaking some truth, but I had some different opinions, I guess you could say.
So Feliciano and Clear Lake were willing to spend over $1 billion on Chelsea's roster, eat massive short-term losses, and build a contender through aggressive investment. Why would they suddenly come to San Diego and say, you know what? I think we should cut payroll. They wouldn't. That's not in their DNA. That's not who they are. The Chelsea example isn't a warning sign, but it's a blueprint of what the Padres could potentially be. Don't panic. Don't assume the worst. Don't think this is the end of aggressive Padres baseball, because everything that we know about Jose E. Feliciano, everything we've seen from Clear Lake Capital, everything we've done with Chelsea FC screams one thing. They're willing to spend to win.
Again, they make some great points. I'm not trying to make it sound like, the world is on fire with this team. It's all over. Hang it up. Is it on the back of my mind, a sliver? Am I a little scared? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But it sounds like they're willing to spend. And I was talking to Freddie, friend of the show, who we've had on, who we're planning to have on in the next couple of months. I was talking to Freddie. He's more into soccer than I am. And I said, all right. I sent this over. I said, all right, they're saying that, the owners of Chelsea are really just going to kind of apply that blueprint to the Padres. And really, he told me that the Chelsea club, they're a mid-table clusterfuck. I believe those were the words he told me. I don't want to put words in your mouth, Freddie. Sorry. But I believe he said the words mid-table clusterfuck. Doesn't sound great. It does not sound great. I will be honest. So that is part of the reason why I'm a little worried about this sell. Will I think it'll be drastic, overnight? No. Do I think it's the end of the world for this team? 90% no. 90%. I'm going 90% no. All right. I guess my main concern, and I think this is for sure. I gave you a 90% no about potential hell coming, but I'll give you a 100% yes of what is coming. 100% yes. Those prices, ticket prices, hot dog prices, you want a beer, a cut water, those prices, my friend, those are going up. Those prices are going up. I can tell you that much. Owners don't buy a baseball team to lower the ticket prices. No one buys a sports team and says, hey, how do we make the ticket prices lower? Nope. So I think we can start seeing those tickets and those concession prices, which are already astronomically high. I think we're gonna start seeing those go a little bit more. We're gonna start heading in the Dodger direction a little bit. You want a beer? It's $30. If you want a tall can of Coors Light, it's gonna run you $28, my friend. That's where we're headed. That's the future. So yeah, that was just, I woke up, rolled over, and I saw that, notification. I get the Padres notification, one of the many. I just have a bunch of notifications on for like 3 or, 4 teams that I follow. Just have those on so my phone is constantly vibrating. Oh, your team lost. Oh, your team lost. Oh, hey, that third team you follow, they lost too. The pain never ends. The pain never ends. But just want to tag one more thing with the baseball talk before we move on. Look at this, man. Look at this. One of my favorite things about spring, summer in Philly, seeing people set up TV projectors to watch the Phillies outdoors. Man, we need more of this. We need more of this. I saw this, liked it, obviously. We absolutely need more of this. Philly fans, you're the devil. But I would love to see more of this. I don't know, maybe this is just me romanticizing the little things, but yeah, I feel like this gave me a little sliver of hope. Right? A little sliver of hope. I gotta start doing this, man. I gotta be the change that I want to see in the world. That's what I gotta be. For sure. All right. We're gonna move forward now. Next segment. I don't even know how this episode has been going, to be quite honest. I have no idea how this is we're cruising into late night territory. Maybe I'm getting a little delirious. The caffeine is starting to really, flow through my bloodstream. But yeah, we're gonna move on. Next segment, people. Next segment. Playoff hockey. Hold on. Just give me a second. I know that the people that don't like hockey have zero interest in it. We're not gonna, do the whole break it down for you guys, that type of specifics. We're not doing that. So just stick with old glasses. All right, stick with old glasses. Buffalo Sabres in the playoffs. First time in 14 years. Congratulations to the Buffalo Sabres. They are up currently 1 game above my Boston Bruins. Yes, this is painful for me, but that's okay because it's the Buffalo Sabres. Seeing the Sabres end their playoff drought for the first time in 14 years. Seeing the fans just have some sort of relief from the constant torture. It's been great, and truly Buffalo fans, they deserve it. That fan base knows nothing but pain. That fan base, the Bills, the Sabres, I don't know who else. They have no one else. Who else? They know nothing but pain. So whenever you see the playoff run that they're on, it's phenomenal. I saw this video, dude, where they scored a goal and the crowd just loses their shit. Now this is in the third period against my Bruins. Again, painful loss. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Check this out, dude. Just insane.
Big breaks on the back end for Hampus Lindholm. He gets a handoff. Here's a pass. A shot. Score! Martin Samuelsson! Absolute madness! Insane arena atmosphere, dude. I wish I was there. I mean, never in my life did I ever think I would say I wish I was at a Buffalo Sabres game. But here I am saying that. That's just how amazing. Truly amazing. Yes, whenever they beat the Bruins in game 1, they're probably going to beat them today whenever this comes out. Game 2 is on the horizon. Not looking great for the Bruins, I'll be honest. But the fan base, look at this, another great video, man. In the snow. Dude, I wish I was there. I want to go to one of those. I know it's like a little bit of an NPC thing to kind of go to these huge gatherings, but I would love to go. I maybe I make the trek up to Anaheim. Maybe I make the trek up to Anaheim and I watch the Ducks get their asses whipped. Do I do that? Because I need to feel that electricity. You guys know what I'm talking about? Whenever you're in the crowd and it fucking pops and everyone goes crazy and you feel like this, like, fuck yeah, we're in this together. You're my comrade. I need to experience. I need that type of that jolt of excitement right now. I could use that little endorphin rush. That's fucking great, dude. That is so great. I also love just let me tell you something, all right? Again, if you're new to hockey per se, you're not into hockey, it's too confusing, whatever. If that's all the case, I get it. I totally get it. I barely got into the beautiful game of a few years back. I think 2021. I started really getting into hockey. And over time, you kind of just realize that these are good excuses to drink and kind of be a degenerate, have fun, root for your team. Not many people in terms of like the NFL or the MLB in comparison, not many people root for the sport or are involved in the sport. So it has like this cult type of, feel. It's so great. Just use the game if you're new to the sport. Just use the playoff games as an excuse to pop open a beer. That's it. Start there. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Puck goes in the net. Good. Beer open whenever puck hits the ice at 7:30 p.m. Don't overthink it. Have fun. Enjoy it. Smoke a little weed if you got it. If that's your speed, throw your feet up, and then you got it. You got it. You essentially got the vibe of hockey. I also saw this girl, dude, a while back they caught her on is it Nesson? Yeah, I think they caught her on Nesson cam, dude. This is my wife. This is truly my wife. booing the refs at a hockey game in a Bruins jersey, a tall one in each hand. This is my wife. If any of you guys know her, if you have her if you know her name, if you just tell her that she has a husband, a potential husband. Just to tell her that. All right? I need me a girl like this, man. I truly need me a girl with just loves booze, loves hockey. Maybe has like a little bit of a Northeast trash accent. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. I mean, no notes, 10 out of 10. Have her DM me, please. Please. That's my wife right there. So let's see. What else we got going for you people? What else we got going on Angels Horizon? And I got to tell you, this is a segment of the show. I'm aware of the rabbit hole per se that we're going to go down. The optics, I guess, it's going to kind of become a meme. I don't want to say, it's going to become like a white guy romanticizes Japan type of segment. I don't want it to be like that, but I got to be honest, people. We're going to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole. We're going to romanticize Japan a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay, I know if you don't romanticize going to Japan or just Japanese culture, if you are not romanticizing just this Japan as a whole, I do not want to be friends with you. I'll throw that out there. I do not want to be friends with you because who the hell isn't romanticizing going to Japan? Traveling Japan. Who the hell isn't romanticizing that? We live in a third world country, people. Great place. Wouldn't want to live anywhere else. But we live in a third world shithole. So being able to romanticize countries that are statistically better on average in terms of life quality. Romanticizing places like that, I feel, is natural and should be, it's good to romanticize and really just learn these things because, hopefully we'll be able to apply it to our country. Why did I say that sentence? I don't even believe it. That's why I stopped halfway. But, white guy romanticizes Japan. Stop one. And this one's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. And preface, I'm not big on video games. I don't like video games. Okay. I turned 30 in 2 months. I'm not gonna be 30 years old. Just grinding away online video games for tokens or coins or XP. I don't know. I'm not doing that. But with that out of the way, I saw this, man, and it really made me. I'm definitely buying this. I am definitely buying this. I've been waiting for it. Dude, literally 2-3 years. I think I sent this back to my friend Angel 2-3 years ago. My friend Angel who was on the show. Shout out to you, my guy. Basically, you get to run your own little shop in Japan. You get to just, run your own little shop in Japan. Organize things. Look at this. This is so dope, dude. I'm genuinely excited. I like games like this. These are the type of games I really, really fuck with. Just I think it's called like chill gaming. Is that what it's called? Lo-fi gaming? I think that's like the genre that the cool kids are calling it nowadays. Just the chill gaming. This is my vibe. I'm not big on like the shooting games, Call of Duty. I was never big on Halo. Sports games were cool, but they've really gone, they're unplayable at this point. So stuff like this, I really feel is like the last, really just the last wholesome spot, if there is one, on planet Earth, physical, digital. I feel like this may be one of the last spots that has some sort of respite, some sort of place where you can go to, where you aren't being constantly, given Kalshi ads, given gambling propaganda. Hey, DraftKings.com/Incabini. Do that. You'll get your first $30 on the house. That I'm just so excited for this game, man. I don't know. I've told my friends about it. They're also very excited. This is definitely one that I'm gonna buy. Probably just binge for an entire weekend. Just rot in this exact chair, and it is going to be great. Let's play some more. Hopefully, I don't get copyrighted, man. Please do not copyright me. Game developers, I follow you guys on Twitter. I comment. I'm a reply guy. I'm a huge fan, so please do not copyright me, people. This is just essentially the same thing that... Oh, here we go. Dude, this is dope. Like, you're literally just... So I think this is your uncle, and he's getting old, and you kind of take over his shop, and you do all the cool shit. Very, very dope. Really makes me want to just, hit the all right, let's just move to Japan. Let's become a meme. Let's just become a meme. Guy moves to Japan. I hate that it became a meme. Like that it became like a essentially a cliche. I hate that, man. Because I've always had the fantasy. You guys know, if you're a long-term fan of the show, if you're new here, you guys should know that one of my biggest fantasies. A lot of guys, they want to fuck Sydney Sweeney. That's their biggest fantasy. My biggest fantasy is I would like to sell my company or whatever the hell, a product, rob a bank truck, something. Have 20 mil in my pocket, maybe in a couple offshore accounts somewhere, and I would love to just disappear to Japan. Maybe fake my death. Again, that's another fantasy of mine. If you're new here, if you're a long-term fan, you know that as well, which I get. That's a little weird to say, right? You're like, this guy's two biggest fantasies are to fake his death and move to Japan. All right, but that's who I am. I'm not perfect, but I can't think of anything else that's better. Just live a very, nice, simple life. Maybe get like a nice mansion or something. Simple. Walk Tokyo, eat some ramen, live a nice life. I recently fell down the Japanese Twitter rabbit hole. I comment. You guys should follow me, by the way, at Hey Angel Bernard. You'll get to see some riveting content like this. But yeah, dude, I've stumbled across Japanese Twitter the past week or so, and it's phenomenal, dude. Just the life they live. Some of it is like poetically beautiful, right? Like a middle-aged single guy Sunday lunch. Total satisfaction. Like, it's very like oddly relaxing. Let me see. Let me pull this up. Check this out right here. And like the time of night when it's not quite fully night, my home feels so incredibly serene. Look at that, man. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I want to do my room like this. I want to redecorate, and I would love to just have something like this. Because this is dope. This is dope. Only problem is this guy's paying like $1,000 a month. for this beautiful space. Just gorgeous, man. What the hell, man? What the hell? Next one. Here we go. This one, dude, this is the one that really, really started my little rabbit hole. This vibe. I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was. So it said, are you scared of Okinawa's 24-hour daiso? Daiso, I don't, please, all right? White people who've been to Japan, don't come for me. 24 hours, it's like a market, right? You go in, and I just don't know what it was about this. But this aesthetic, right? The late night, minuscule, liminal, Japanese vibe. This one really started the rabbit hole for me. I like this, and you know that fucking algorithm? Those algorithms, dude, they're good now. They're really fucking good. You like one thing, and you'll see it's the next 5 posts. You scroll. I like one photo of a girl's cleavage, and then suddenly the next 5 photos are girls naked, and it's like I wasn't, I just like a little subtle cleavage. I wasn't trying to see a full titty. Twitter, come on now. But I like this, and I just it drove me into a world that I didn't know exists. I did, and I like it. It's so much better, dude. It's so much better than the culture war, American bullshit that is always going on. Constant. I saw someone pissed about a Nike ad. Here, let me pull this up. Jamie, why don't you pull that up for me, huh? Why don't you do your fucking job? Here we go. This is the dumbest shit. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this. For the Boston Marathon, the Nike, they put up runners welcome, walkers tolerated. And this, like, I don't know. I saw a video of someone just obviously saw a video of someone pissed off. What's new? But I saw a video of a lady kind of walking past the sign very smugly. Right? Like she was sticking it to the man by walking past this sign. I truly don't know what the hell is going on. Well, how is this causing like backlash? Is this a psyop? Because there are things sometimes that happen, and I'm like, I think this is a psyop. I'm maybe 90% sure this is made to just to really just anger boomers, people, old heads like myself, to really just, yeah. I mean, that's what the backlash has to be, right? Some sort of psyop that isn't real. Who's upset about this? And if you are upset about this, I don't think you should be able to vote. I think if you are offended by that, you should have your rights to vote stripped away. At least, like bare minimum, you should not be able to vote. So it's nice seeing Japanese Twitter just be full of simple shit, of happiness. Oh, dude, check it out. I got my food today. Dude, I saw this one. This is fucking gorgeous, man. Look at this. Gorgeous. Imagine you stumble out of a ramen shop, couple of beers in you. You light up that Japanese cigarette, stand right there, gorgeous. Phenomenal. Anything better? I don't think so. So yeah, that is essentially my white guy loves Japan speech lore, which you could call it. Just went down that rabbit hole, wanted to share you guys. I am now a Japanese Twitter influencer. That's how I'm aspiring to be. So if you see me tweeting in Japanese, just know that it's because I am cultured, and I am going worldwide, I guess you could say. All right, here we go. Let me get a little stretch going. Ugh. It's late, man. It's fucking late. 11:40 p.m. We're trucking along. We're trucking along. I'm gonna be up all night editing, getting this out for the good people out there. So don't, threaten to fucking kill me and shit. But this is also something that I wanted to bring up to you guys. And it's I don't know if we're gonna call it a confession. You guys, it's just, we'll call it something you can learn about me. Every week you can tune in and you learn something new about me. And I know everyone says I hate everything. People call me pretentious. Oh, Angel, you hate everything. You're a contrarian. You have terrible taste in movies and shows. People tell me this all the time. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Yada, yada, yada. But I would like to disprove this narrative by revealing this secret to you guys. Secrets, I don't know if that's the right word. Revealing this information to you guys. It's a little bit of a secret, I'll be honest. So here we go. One of my guilty pleasures. Something I love to watch. Love on the Spectrum. I will be honest, guys. I love this show. Truly, truly love this show. I have grown to love almost every single character except for Danny. She's the worst character. I'm glad she's no longer on the season or in this season, on the show, whatever. Her, on the right. I do not like her. She's fake. She's not a good person. Yes, I am aware she has autism, but she is not a good person. I promise you that. Everyone else I love. There's always one bad seed, right, in the batch. But I love this show so much, and I gotta be honest, part of me did not want to like it. Again, this comes back to what everybody says, the contrarian nature that I have, but I did not want to like it for a couple of reasons. Number one, I thought it would be very, very predatory, right? Where they're kind of like mocking, right? Where it feels a little bit mean, I guess, just put it in a simple word. That's kind of what I thought it would be like, but it is not like that at all. Very heartwarming. Old Glasses, sometimes he gets choked up. I'll just be watching and I'll be like, dude, I'm getting actually tears in my eyes, because you see these people who have faced tremendous hardships, and they just want love. That's it. They just want love. And seeing them having to go through those hardships to get it, dating with those hardships, it's heartwarming. It's beautiful. Old Glasses damn near cries every episode. Huge fan. I was so excited when the new season dropped. A little skeptical because I know we're hitting 4th season territory. And no one is immune to going Hollywood. No one is immune to going Hollywood. Even the autists on Netflix, okay? Some of the people with Down syndrome and autism, some of these people, they have millions of followers on Instagram. So never underestimate someone's desire to go Hollywood. And so that's what I thought this show would be this season. So far, I'm only a couple episodes in. It is not. It is great, per usual. Yeah, I just love it. Now, my biggest gripe isn't with the show, isn't with the producers, isn't with Netflix. I think they actually do a very good job putting it out and the narrative that it crafts. Great show, great job in the whole thing. My issue is that it captures the hardships that people with autism face, but it does it in a quirky and cute way. Again, great. And I'm trying to figure out the right words on how to say this. I was talking to Kinley about it. We had a very in-depth discussion. As you guys know, Kinley, friend of the show, we were having a very in-depth discussion. And I think I just kind of told her, like, my biggest worry is that Americans are very, very stupid. And they're going to think that this is the entire representation of what it's like having autism. Right? Because the show, it doesn't show people with severe autism. It's not going to show that. It's going to show people, characters, people who can, just with quirks. Again, they don't do it disrespectfully. The gripe comes with the people who watch and consume this television show. Americans. Because they're gonna think that autism is just this quirky, I don't know, this quirky characteristic, right? That's why we're seeing so many people so quick to say, "Oh my God, I have autism," right? Like, oh, I just like really like love collecting pillows for some reason, and so that is, I feel like that's just like my autistic trait, and it's like, I don't think that's autism. Right? It's like, oh, I just love collecting hats. I just love collecting hats. And I don't know why, but I think it's just like my little autistic trait. I just love hats. And it's like, no, you just have an interest in hats. It's not an autistic quirk. And I think the show is inadvertently having that effect on people where they think it's a trend. It's cool, makes you different. We saw this, when depression first hit the mainstream in like the early 2010s. A lot of people started talking about depression and anxiety. That became very, very big. And again, people played into it, and it kind of made it their personality, their whole thing. Even though it really wasn't, it was just showed on screen in these certain ways that people decided to just romanticize. We saw that with depression and anxiety, and now it's happening with autism. I'm curious to know what's going to be next after this. What handicap are we going to romanticize and make a cute little character trait next? Schizophrenia, you think? I don't know. I truly don't know, but that's just my thoughts. It's a weird kind of, I guess, like limbo, little dance. But yeah, with all that being said, people, I think I'm gonna formally right here announce that I would like to nominate myself to go on Love on the Spectrum. I would love to go on that show. Now, I'm not saying I'm autistic. I've never been diagnosed, but a lot of people in my life, the people that I love most, that I trust most, they have the tendency to tell me that I have pretty noticeable characteristics of autism. Now, I'm not giving myself that label. I'm just telling you what people have told me consistently. And this is not in some cute way where it's like, oh my God, I'm just so autistic. No, this is in a way of like, hey, Angel, you need to make eye contact because you haven't made eye contact with me in 3 days. little stuff like that. So I would like to nominate myself to go on Love on the Spectrum. I need a wife, someone who is nice. I would just love to have, have fine love. Don't I deserve love? Doesn't all glasses deserve love? What would be my intro? What would be my intro, you think? Right? Like, how like they go, oh, like, this is Christian. He likes baseball. He doesn't like loud noises. I think I'm gonna do that. I need one of those for me. It'll be like, this is Angel. He likes the JFK assassination. He doesn't like crowded spaces. I need that. Someone nominate me for this show. I love these people. They got some cuties too, man. Check her out. I think her name is her name Haley? Right here on the right. Pretty cute. She's 30. Someone hook me up. Please. You got a cutie autist right here, 30 years old. Come on. I'm a nice guy. A couple women out there in the world who would say otherwise, but I'm a nice guy. So yeah, that's my big announcement. If anyone watching Netflix, if you're watching, hit me up. Go ahead and hit me up. I'm trying to figure out what else is there. Oh yeah, one more thing. I need you guys. I got a couple DMs. Stop saying I look like this guy.
Okay, I'm a little nervous.
Stop saying I look like him. I don't look like him. That's not funny. What the hell?
Okay.
That doesn't look like... No, it doesn't. No, that doesn't look like me, man. You guys are assholes. Doesn't even look like me. Whatever. I'm nominating myself for the show. I would love to be on. All right. Let me see. What else do we have here, people? What other notes do we have? I'm going through. I'm thinking No Glasses got through all of them. Look at that. Huh? We got through them all. And it is... All right. We're getting late at night, but that's all right. We got through them all. Fucking hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Let's give ourselves a round of applause on that one. Truly. Because earlier, whenever the jet was being delayed, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to put out this episode. I'm tired as fuck. I just want to go home. I just want to lay in that bed. And I want to scroll reels until my eyes eventually are so heavy I can't, keep them open. That's what I want to do. But did I? No. And am I bringing that up to brag? A little bit. I'm just very, very, I don't want to say proud of myself, but, hell yeah. Truly hell yeah. We'll focus, locked in, middle of the fucking night. I said, all right, maybe I'll do it in the morning, No, we'll just do it in the middle of the fucking night. Let's just get it. We'll get it out for the homies, for them to have on their drive to work. This time I highly recommend you listen late at night, since that's kind of like the vibe I've just one man spiraling late at night as he doom scrolls per se. But hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Got this video done. Feels good. And I'm comfortable saying this now because we're deep in the episode. All of the people listening now are the true homies. They're cool with they get to know the behind baseball stuff, right? Inside baseball. Just Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah for getting this done. Thank you guys for tuning in, for hanging out with me. I wish I could say I do all of this for you, but I'm gonna be honest. I just kind of do this for me because I love talking shit, making content, all of that fun stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm really starting to take this more seriously. Fucking, we're here, rain or shine. We're gonna be here. I gotta lock in. This is what the beginning looks like, people. Fucking a shitty webcam from Amazon, couple of lights, and a tiny little set / bedroom / office / startup headquarters. This is what it looks like, people. Take a good look around. All right. But with all that being said, again, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HeyAngelBernard. Tell your friends about the show. Follow us. Subscribe to the channel if you're over there on YouTube. The 8 of you that are subscribed. If you're there, feel free to comment. I know you guys love to comment that I'm gay, that I'm retarded, that I'm chopped. I don't know what that means. I know the kids. Is that ugly? Is that what the kids mean by chopped? Ugly? Whatever. It is what it is, right? But yeah, that's the show this week, people. Thank you all for tuning in. Truly. And I will see you all next week. Peace out.